We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Meanwhile, Mahomes slow, complete here to Ayuk.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Skirts by him at the 35. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. And now out come the Jags. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19. Mahomes now on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A short throw to Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Burrow. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Burrow. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Burrow. Screenplay, here's Etienne. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. Etienne bringing in another one. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Adams, the man in motion left. Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Mahomes throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. Escapes the defender. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Burrow.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Here's Burrow.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Mahomes going to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's fielded at the 45.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
This is 1st and 10. Burrow.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow.
And incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Burrow. Pass taken in by his big shy of the 20.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, here's Burrow. He hits Adams complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now it's Burrow. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here now, second and goal. A final shot now for Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second and a couple. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On third down, Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. And And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's Pacheco headed right.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes now to throw. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here's Burrow. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Burrow looking to pass. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Chiefs 10, 49ers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Now here's Mahomes.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. A give to Pacheco off the option.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Burrow will throw.
Finding Gray on the out route. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the first down, Chiefs.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A give right side for Pacheco. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to swell the lead to 6. Butker's kick here is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete here to Ayuk. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure.
Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Here comes 2nd down.
McCaffrey following the penalty. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mahomes.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused? Because
extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So the Chiefs now trailing 14-13, a little under 40 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
To throw, Burrow. Completes this to Jefferson.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And now all eyes shift over to the Chiefs. Trailing by a point. 33 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Now Burrow.
He hits Adams, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Burrow.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winner. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.